Hello everyone, in this tutorial video, I will explain the PHP array. Basically, there are three types of array in PHP: the numeric array, the associative array, and the multi-dimensional array. I will create a separate video for each of these types of array, but in this tutorial video, I will explain the numeric array. But before that, please support this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and click also the notification bell so that you will be notified with all the new videos that I'm going to upload in this channel. And so like I said, I will explain here the numeric array. So basically, when we say an array, this is a variable that can hold multiple values. Okay, so there are so many values, and then in that one variable, it can hold all those values. So something like this. In our image here, wherein there is a value 1, 3, 5, and 7. All of these values can be stored in one single variable. So that variable is called an array. This type of an array is a numeric array. It is a numeric array because the values here, 1, 3, 5, and 7, can be retrieved by this what we call index address. So for each element here, this is what we call an element. When we talk about array, there are elements. Okay, in that element or in those elements, values can be stored, or the values are stored on each of this element. For example, here, like I said, 1, 3, 5, and 7. These are the 4 values of the array. And so for each value, this value is stored in an element. Okay, so this square here is an element. And so for each element, it has an address. So the address of this element here, the first box here, is 0. It will always start with 0. And then followed by the next box or the element, the address is 1. For the 5, the address is 2, and so on. 7 is 3. And so if you need more here, 5 elements or 6 elements, that will just be fine. So in this case, we have 4 elements of numeric array. So that is the reason why it's called a numeric array. Simply because the address for each element are numbers. So as you can see here, 1 or 0, and then 1, 2, 3, and so on. So the question is, how do we create an array or numeric array in PHP? And so there are 2 ways. One is something like this, line 11. So variable is x and then equal array open and close parenthesis. So array open and close parenthesis is a function that will allow you to create an array. So x now is an array. It doesn't have an element. Okay. Now how do we put a value now? How do we create the element? So for example here, I'm going to put here 1, 3, 5, and 7 for each element. And so you will just have to say like this, line number 12. So I'm just going to say here, color x, open and close square bracket, and then inside the square bracket will be 0. That simply means 0 here. I'm referring to this one. I want to put a value 1 there. So I'm just going to say equal 1. So that is as simple as that. And so therefore, if it is on the next element, I want to place a value here 3. Okay, so all I need to do is to place 1 inside the open and close square bracket. Then followed by the value which is equal to 3. And so on. So for the 5 and for the 7, it's going to be like that. So this one here, you created an array. The name is x. You can create your own variable, any name. So that is just fine. So in this case, it is X. And so here it is. These statements here from 11 to 15, it will create this one-dimensional array or numeric array. Another way to declare an array is this one-liner here, line 18. I have another variable which is y, so I'm creating another array. It's called y, and so the values will be 1, 3, 5, and 7. So it is the same as like this. So 1 will be in element address 0 or index 0, index 1, index 2, and then index 3. So that is what happened here. So another way for this one from 11 to 15 is line 18. So this is a shortcut one. So if you know already the values for each element, then you can say like this in 18. So 1, 3, 5, 7, separate them by comma. So this is how we declare an array. How can we access the value? So in line 20, it will be just the same. You will just have to mention the variable $x, open and close square bracket, and then the address. So just say the address. So if I want to print 1, so I'm just going to say 0. If I want to print the element, the third element of array, numeric array y, so all I need to do is to print or get or use the 2. So which is this one, the third element. So first, second, third element. If we try to run this one now, there you go. So it will print 1, 5, like that. So line number 20, it will print 1. Line number 21 here in our code here will print 5. This one here. Okay, so they have the same values except that they have or they are in a different array name. So this is X, this is Y. They have the same values. I created two array, one X and one Y with the same values. And then the last echo here, which is this one here, 4, this one will just print the total elements that you have. So right now we have 4. So I want to print the number of elements for array X or numeric array X. So you just have to say count, open and close parenthesis. Inside it will be the variable of the array. And so that's why you have 4 here. Okay, so again, for example, in X, I wanted to print the last element, which is 3. So I'm just going to say 3 there, and let us try to refresh. There you go. See, the 7 is there. Okay, so as you can see, like I said a while ago, our array, their values are numeric values. Can we have an array wherein the values are string? Yes, we can. So how do we do that? Okay, let us have something like that. And so we can just simply say something like this. So let's say names. So our numeric array is names, and then is equal to array, open and close parenthesis, semicolon in the end, and then inside will be, let's say, Mike, then the other one is Mark, the other one is Tim, and the other one is Brooke. There you go. So we have an array, a numeric array. The name is $names or names, and then it has 4 elements. Element 0 is Mike. The second value, which is in element 1, is Mark. In element 2 is Tim. Alright, so wrong spelling there, just I'm going to correct it. And then on the third element will be Brooke. Okay, so for example, I would like to print Mark. Okay, so if you would like to print Mark, so you will just say here names, and then inside the element address of Mark is 1. And so Mike is 0, Mark is 1. So Mark will be printed. So let's try to see it. There you go. So the mark or the name Mark is printed. So it can be, or you can have numeric values and string values. You can also have character values. Okay, so it's going to be like that. Now, this one is one by one, element by element. Okay, you're accessing one element at a time here. If you have so many elements and you would like to get each value, or you would like to access each value, then this one is a little bit of a problem, because you will use many codes, something like this. Okay, so you will access one by one. You can use the loop statement to traverse, no? Traversing, meaning to say to get each value and print using loops. So in this case, I am using, let us use first the loop statement. So this one here. Okay, so I'm using for statement. I will go from the first one, for example here, x, no? I'm using here x, so this one here. So first I'm going to get 0, and then 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so it's going to be like that. So how do we do that? So using the for statement, it will just be something like this. I already have a video about how to use the for statement, and so here it is. You can watch this video so that you will have a better understanding on how to use the for statement. And so here in our program here, if we come back here, so I'm just going to say, I'm going to start in 0 and then until 3. Count is 4, right? So less than 4 is 3. Okay, so because we are starting with 0. So count $x is actually 4. So less than 4. So what are the numbers less than 4? So 3. So technically I'm saying 0 to 3. And then $x plus plus, so it will come inside whenever this is always true. So it will print here $x, $i. So the I initially is 0, so it will print the 0. So I'm going to run this one. There you go. 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so that's the meaning of this one here. So 1, 3, 5, 7. So I printed 1, 3, 5, 7, starting from 0. So like I said, visit our channel and try to watch the for statement here, how to use the for statement, so that you will have a better understanding. Just simply watch this one and then you will be able to understand this one here. So using the for statement. We can also use while statement if we want to. So we can also say something like this using the while statement. If we will run it now, there you go. Same output. I just use the while statement, because while statement is also a loop statement. So in this case, even if you have 100 elements, there is no problem in getting those values. By the way, this is just an example of getting the values. Of course, after getting the values, you can do anything now with this value here. This one here, this is the value. You can now do anything with this value. So I just teach you how to get each value using the loop statements from the top value, from the first value up to the last value. So here our condition here is that while x is less than count $x, meaning to say less than 4, $i less than 4. That's the meaning of count here. It will count the array, which is x, right? So like I said a while ago, I explained to you this one here. Count $x means it will return 4. That means the total number of elements. And so I also have a video here about the while statement here. It's another looping statement. So watch this video so that you will have a better understanding of how to use the while statement. Also here, the do while statement here. Okay, so you can also use the do while statement in accessing each of the value of a numeric array. Okay, so I hope you have learned something new in this tutorial video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on my next one.